Hello everyone, hope you all having a good day today. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you all here. My name is Tyrano Imperial. I'm a T-Rex VTuber. It's good to see you all and welcome to my Genshin Impact stream. Hope you all doing well.
No time to lose.
And it's good to see you all here. Alright. So I don't know why I'm over here. I might have been doing something off stream a while back. A little bit after last Genshin Impact stream. But we have things to do. Hold on. Let's see. Complete perilous trip. I thought I did that, but okay. Let's see. Hold on. Oh wait, we still have a bit of story left to do. Hold on. We gotta do that. Alright. Let's see. Okay, so Xiao wants us to go over here. But yeah. Hope all you are having a good day today, and that you're all doing well. Oh dear. Frame rate has dropped a bit. That's okay. I think it. Hold on. Check and make sure. Okay. It looks up right on my stream. Not my. On my screen. Words. Okay. Alright. Let's go over here.
The temple up ahead was built to remember Pervases.
Yes, I remember that.
Maybe I came here because I had a realization.
Ooh, what would that be? Mr. Xiao.
You mean back when we were underground?
What did you realize?
It's hard to put into words. Seeing Bosacius gave me the false impression that I'd traveled back into the past.
I see. Go on.
You could dress up the Yaksha's life and call us valiant warriors, veterans of war. But the truth is, we are slaughterers, and nothing more.
I don't know about that. I think you're more than just that. I've seen
For
artwork.
Bosacius, perhaps dying in the heat of a great battle was no tragedy.
I've seen fan art of the Yakshas. I feel like it's safe to say they have more personality than just that.
And perhaps the same is true for me. After living so long, to die in the act of saving others would not have been a terrible thing.
I think you know that isn't true, Mr. Xiao.
So maybe these thoughts are my own form of insanity.
Maybe.
Hey, don't say that.
Alright, Xiao, we got something to tell you. I don't know what it is, but apparently Aether does.
Oh yeah, Ushi wanted us to tell you. It's very important.
Oh, Ushi. Alright, what did he say?
Ushi said he has the power to exorcise demons, so people use him to fend them off. But after he met Ito, he's never left his side.
Is that really what people used him for? Like, is that actually related to something people used to do in real life? Like, used cows to fend off demons? I don't know.
He also said that he doesn't have any grand philosophies. He just thinks we should spend our lives around the people who make us happiest.
I can agree with, words. I can agree with Ushi on that.
Maybe there aren't so many rules about how we should or shouldn't live our lives in this world after all. So, he hopes you can come to understand that even though the power of a Yaksha may be harmful to other people, it doesn't mean you shouldn't hang out with them.
I can agree with that.
Yep, like people with visions. They have more resistance against your power, right? And, well, anyway, there's loads of people out there who really care about you.
And we spend a lot of time with Xiao, and we're perfectly fine here. Like, Aether doesn't have any issues whatsoever, and he doesn't have a vision. So then again, he can also wield elemental powers without a vision, so I guess he's technically an exception, but I mean, technically so are gods if you think about it.
Suddenly you sound a lot like Bosacius and the others. They used to talk about how they hoped to live a mortal's life once the world was at peace. I think I was the only one who didn't think that way. The Bosacius recorded in the Fantastic Compass had lost his sanity. He addressed the people around him as Alatus, Enochius, and others. These are the names of the 5 Yakshas.
So now to think about it. You called yourself General Alatus in that one cutscene. So why does he also go by Xiao? Is there like a formal and an informal name, or?
I am Elatus.
Yes.
And Menogius is General Capesus. The others are Bonanis, or General Chisapis, and Indarius, or General Musatus. I heard that people call the 5 of us Yakshas, the Guardian Adepti.
Oh, hold on, I see a message in chat. Let's see. I think it's Poke Tate. Hello there, little dino baby. Hello there, Poke Tate, and welcome to the stream. Hope that you're having a good day. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but I hope that you're doing well, and thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you here, and I hope that you are doing well, Ben. And I hope that you enjoyed today's stream. So today, we are going through what is left of the Genshin Impact 2.7 update story. I'm terrible at describing it, but we're continuing the main story and also some 2 story events for some of the side characters, which is fun. And I'm looking forward to see what they have in store for us. Okay, so Tate is just fine. Alright, so keep that in mind. Just Tate works. So allow me to repeat what I said earlier, and I just hope that you're having a good day, Kate. And again, thank you for stopping by. And it's good to see you here.
Bosacius and Yelan's ancestors stayed underground to the end. So that space must have read their minds in their last moments as they approached death.
Yes. And I'm also sorry if I repeat a lot of stuff. I don't know why I do that. It's just a thing I do.
Yelan was right in everything she said.
I am bad with words.
Both of our proposals had their drawbacks, and both were sensible suggestions. But the power of that space was far beyond all of us. I couldn't have done all I did without everyone's help. Even in the final moments. It took every bit of my power to break free from that place.
Blush young Lees.
Well, Paimon still thinks you were amazing.
Yenfei and Yelan are correct. I always prepare for the worst-case scenario.
That is true.
This mindset is deeply rooted in me. Even so, it was the most optimistic solution I could think of. If Rex Lapis hadn't saved me in that moment, I don't think I would have been able to escape.
Yep, we knew it was him the whole time.
In the end, I still had to burden another.
Nah, it's fine. He's your dad. He was more than happy to help you out. I'm sure of it.
But that's how it should be, right? You've known Zhongli, Rex Lapis, for such a long time. And you've helped him before, so he helped you back. What's the big deal?
Agreed. And again, he is your dad. I would hope that he would protect you.
Perhaps.
Not only is his dad, right? I mean, I see a lot of memes and artwork depicting him as his dad, but I don't know if he's actually the one who created Xiao and the others.
In the moment that we escaped
I
from
would
that
think he did.
space,
I would think that he was.
I could sense what was left of Bosacius' memory. If I had to say what I gained from this trip, I think that would be it.
I see.
It's good that one more person will remember him.
You know, speaking of which, that temple, like over down there, that's out of screen right now. It was in honor of one of the Yakshas. So, do you think they have other side quests like to rebuild and I guess just renew some of the other Yakshas temples so people remember them? Because I think that would be nice. Yeah. Ooh. Pre-rendered cutscene.
Menogius, where have you been?
Ooh, I like...
Brother Yaksha, you're confused again. I've told you countless times, I am Boyoung, a thaumaturge who fought with you in the chasm.
I love the art style here.
Boyoung? You are Boyoung.
Yes, he is
But
Boyoung.
who am I?
Bosacius.
Believe me, I want to know as much as you do. Here we are, the two who agreed to stay here together, and I can't even call you by your name. It's a shame.
Stay here? No, you have to leave.
Who has a mask?
Nonsense, Brother Yaksha. We're down here for good now. Don't you remember? It's too late to have regrets.
It is very nice indeed, Tate.
The seal can't be broken.
Oh, hold on. He does have 4 arms. I actually didn't notice that.
Ah, yes. I'm a Yaksha who
Yes,
came here
you're a
to
Yakshasa.
fight.
What species is he then?
Brother, are you okay?
Look at the state of me. I don't think I've got long now.
Come on, you...
We're the only two left. Don't go dying on me.
You got this, Bosacious.
You know, today I saw my family down here. Clear as day. What do you think? Am I losing my mind now, too?
Boyang, do you want to go home?
I would imagine so.
I made my decision to leave Zhongzhou up on the surface. I obviously... Of course I want to go home.
I must have family too.
Yes, you do have family, Bosacious.
You mean brothers and sisters? I'm sure you do.
Brothers and sisters.
Yep.
Yes, but who am I? And where is my family?
Oh
Brother.
dear. Is he okay?
What's wrong? Hang in there. It's just you and me. Don't die before me.
Alatus, is that you?
Ooh.
Who's Alatus? Your memory's going again.
Ah,
I'm sorry. You all have to see me in this state.
Brother!
Look, there's
Oh.
someone over there.
Who are they?
the fellow Yakshas, I think.
They're my...
Yes. Oh. Wait, that's Xiao.
Remember now. I know you.
Aw, this is... After all of that, this is nice to see. Like seeing them come... Aw, this is cute.
My brothers and sisters have come for me.
Bosacious drawing on
Boyang.
Xiao's face there.
You're awake.
That's nice.
At least tell me your name.
Brother!
Oh?
Brother Bosacious.
Hey, Bosacious. Bosacious.
I am Bosacious, and my destiny is to make the ultimate sacrifice.
That's awesome. I'm glad he's at least able to remember himself,
I've said
at least
so
at the
much
very
today,
end.
but I don't need to hold back as much when I talk to you.
That's fine. Also, two things. One, the production value of that cutscene just now is top tier stuff. Second, I love the designs of all the other Yakshas, and I wish we could actually, like, they probably aren't going to be playable ever, but I would at least like to see them again at some point. So just like with, I think Toma, that was the name of Kasawa's friend. They're all incredible designs, and I would love to see them again, but we can't because they're all dead characters now. But I wish we could.
Have you ever had a moment where you felt like you were aware of your destiny? The potential of life?
Sometimes, I guess.
The approach of death? Whatever it might have been. By now, I have accepted that destiny is the one disaster that the Yaksha know most keenly of all. We are destined to misery. And yet, we have no fear.
This whole game is nothing more than pretty designs. I mean, I feel like it's a little more than that, but the designs are definitely a big part of it.
How?
Like, I can't really say any characters that are poorly designed, unless you count the NPCs, then there's a whole lot of characters that are poorly designed, but out of all the characters that are actually important to the story, they're all usually very well designed.
It matters not. Rex Lapis had said that you are a witness. It is right that the events of the world are relayed to you. Bonanis, Menogius, and Indarius all perished, and only Bosacious's fate was unknown. This has always stung my heart like a thorn. That is why I went to the chasm, despite being fully aware of the danger.
Well, at least now you're pretty much well assured of what happened to Bosacious.
Now that I know what happened in the chasm back then, I can finally put this matter to rest.
See, oh, I didn't mean that. That's all the game had to offer. I just meant everyone is pretty. That I could agree with. And now that I think about it, I was also wrong too. Some of the NPCs they also have pretty good designs. Like I think his name was like Takuha. from Ito's story quest. That it was like a general male Inazuman NPC. But I feel like what he did with like the face paintings and the horns, they were enough to make him look distinct at least.
Before we left that place, I picked up a stone. I thought if I could take it out with me, I would place it in the temple to Pervases in memory of Bosacius.
Ah.
Unfortunately, the stone did not survive.
Darn. I think Zhongli could probably bring that back for you, right? I mean, he's the Lord of Geo. Rocks are his specialty.
Pervases died in the Archon War thousands of years ago. He was younger than us. And Bosacius was very sad when he passed.
Wait. Does Pervases one of the 5 Yakshas, or... I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if he was one of the main 5 he was talked about earlier.
Too many Yakshas have become casualties of battle. We are like a flock of birds, scattered to the 4 corners of the world. And in the end, as Bonanas said, it's rare for a Yaksha to find repose for their soul. Bosacius, Boyang, and all those soldiers.
No, Zhao. They're all heroes.
Heroes?
Yes. Heroes.
I like that word.
You should. It is a good word.
Maybe the world will never be free of disaster. But there is good in the world, too.
Mm-hmm.
Even the darkest hearts have room for those they cherish.
Exactly. You gotta take the good with the bad. That is just how it is.
I accept your advice. From this day on, heroes will always look out for each other.
Exactly. And I think that is the main story complete for now. Oh. There's also this stuff. Ooh! I saw Ito and Shinobu and just immediately had to go back, but... Okay, so nothing too interesting, I'd say. Alright. So, I guess I might as well do this. And then we shall go to Yelan and Kukui Shinobu's story events and see what they got. And
Perfect weather for fishing. The sound of the rain scares them away, but once it stops, they're yours for the taking.
I think you guys see him, right? You see that boy over there? We all see him. Alright. Hello, Mr. Zhongli. Look, he really... Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, there's no... There's apparently no voice acting for this part. I guess it is a world quest, not a story quest, so... Usually these don't have voice acting, but... I kind of wish they did. It's just not as much fun listening in a dialoguing quest if there's no voice acting for me. I just feel like hearing them talk while reading the words helps out a lot, and I don't know, without it, the atmosphere doesn't feel right. I guess I can do it. I can do the voice acting myself if needed, but sure, I'll give it a try. Oh, it's you two. Yeah, I like that too. And when they call in their subs. Alright, do the voice. Alright. Well, Tate says I should, so I shall try. I shall attempt to do the voice acting myself. So, Paimon, I'm going to make like a super like high-pitched voice, which I'm pretty sure my voice box is not meant to do. But all right. we came to. Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, I'll go with it. Sure, why not? It's Paimon. Her voice is at least a little. Well, if it's the voice actor, but Paimon. Never mind. I can't. Alright. Never mind. Forget all I said just now. I gotta keep going with the high pitched voice. Okay. We came to ask you about you've had something. I sound like I feel like I mean, I know my voice sounds different, like, through audio than how I actually hear myself, but for what I heard from my own voice, it sounded like me trying to do a really bad Pinocchio voice. That was great. Thank you, Tate. Would you mind waiting here for a moment? I'm currently in the middle of some things. What are you busy with? Speak which, don't you think you managed to return so quickly? What speed? Zhongli, are these friends of yours? They often come here to look for you. Ah, yes, they're old acquaintances of mine. Splendid. Since you two are also here, could you help me persuade Zhongli to sell his, archaic stone, please? That's definitely the right way to pronounce it. The archaic stones. Archaic stone? What do you want one of those for? Oh, do you not know? Archaic stone is highly sought after, now. It's not even a matter of price, but there's barely any supply, on the markets. I see. Sonic stores as usual today, and Zhongli dropped by as usual. Somehow we talked about through the eyes of a dragon. One of my finest works, if I do say so myself. Ah, you mean that story? Yes, that one story that I very much know and remember. That story. Yeah. I love that story. It's a good one, is it not? Zhongli also says that my storytelling is quite superb, if I do say so myself, and I'm definitely not bragging at all, you know. I'm just naturally very good at storytelling. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying the facts. Anyways, at first I just thought he was an intricate gentleman who knew a lot about folk culture. It turns out he's also well versed in history and mythology. So now I often trouble him with the various questions I've got. Pleasure's all mine. I feel like I'm pretty sure I'm just giving Iron Tongue, Tian, and Zhongli the same voice, but okay. It works. This is my first role in voice acting, so just bear with me. Don't be so modest. You've helped me a lot, but come to think of it, the act of chatting is pleasurable only because you're talking to the right person. Zhongli, for instance, is a good chatting companion with many fantastic ideas and, to be honest, to be quite frank, lots of far-fetched theories too. Maybe he should start up his own theory videos. I know someone that's very, very, very popular because of that. There was this one time where I told him, see, my story first tells us how Rex Lapis carved Astaha out of a magical rock, and then elaborate on how they fought side by side across the four corners of the world. Isn't that amazing? Ooh, that is interesting. So what did Zhongli think about that story about him and Astaha? Yet he said, the story is a true masterpiece, save for some inaccurate details. According to some researchers, Rex Lapis may not have possessed the skills required to create such a work of craftsmanship. I mean, he's a god. Maybe not a god specifically for, like, crafting things, but he's working with rocks. I would imagine he has the skills for that. What a bummer. And there was also another time where I told about the serpent of Chingsa village. He didn't buy the story at all, saying it was too good to be true for the serpent to transform into a beautiful landscape. I mean, you can tell that to A, like, that one big serpent that she killed back on one of the islands in Inazuma. It's currently making for some nice landscapes by itself, so I'd imagine Chingsa village could have something similar. Also, now that I think about it, there's apparently now some kind of a problem with giant snake infestations across Teyvat. I wonder if too much knowledge can stifle the imaginations. What a shame that someone as well-cultured as Zhongli should fail to appreciate the aesthetics of artistic creations. I mean, come on, man. We've all got to take a couple creative liberties in our tales. Otherwise, they're not as fun. I can hardly object to your criticism. I shall keep it in mind. But your stories are always marked by wild imaginations. I just point out what I notice as an ordinary listener and hope that it might be of use to you. Said storytelling requires a sharp mind. I am sure storytellers such as you can certainly understand where I'm coming from. Those are the heartfelt reactions of a devoted audience member. That's true. But at the same time, I kind of like those kind of stories where you just kind of shut your brain off and just go with what the story's telling you for the sake of entertainment. Not always, but sometimes it's fun. Like most of the Jurassic Park movies. Don't need to worry about plot holes too much, just watch the dinos in action and enjoy the ride. That's my general philosophy of it. The Jurassic Park movies do have really good stories every now and then. You're right. I know your good intentions. You want me to become the best storyteller in Liyue Harbor, right? And also I'm noticing I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like it's my stream is dropping frames more often than usual. I hope it's not too noticeable from what I've seen, at least in OBS. It looks like I've dropped a total of 140 frames total over the course of the whole stream, so it may not be that noticeable, but just in case, I just want to let you know that I see it too. And I don't know how to fix that stuff usually, but I'll try my best if needed. Let's see. Here's means that the details in your stories aren't correct. Alright, time for the Pinocchio voice again. Have we talked about stories here? What's this got to do with the archaic stone? Ah yes, back to the topic. Back to the top. So I told through the eyes of a dragon again the other days. Let's see. Tate says it's laggy a bit, but I'm just happy to be here. That's good. I'm glad that you're happy to be here. Alright. Well, speaking of being happy to be here, I don't know if you will be after this. Aren't you ever worried that your audience will get bored if you always tell the same story? I'm sorry for everyone who had to hear that just now. Some stories are worth being told time after time, forever and ever. The stories are meant to be told repeatedly. It takes time and creativity to come up with new plots after all. Understandable. It is, I can safely say, especially with the adventures I do, it is difficult to come up with something that after a while it's difficult to come up with something that you haven't already done at some point in the future, like in the past. But I'm still trying to come up with new ideas every now and then. It's just a bit difficult. Just find out how to get the brain juices flowing, get the motivation going, all that good stuff. See? Jungling really gets me. Anyways, that day, a miner, the leader of a mining crew, was out for a walk and happened to pass by, while I was telling the story he told me. Well, do you know the chasm? There's type of incredibly beautiful stone to be found in that place. Such stones have a faint and exquisite luster. You can't find them, so we're in a long and winding tunnel to the chasm. What did he say? I think tunnel is the right words he used, right? You could probably say that. Chasm must be quite a mysterious place if even someone as well traveled as Zhongli has ever been there. I guess it's got to be because no one was allowed to go in until recently when mining operations resumed. And I only heard about that from others. Ah, yes, indeed. The miners said that the stone springs forth within the tunnel. No one knows who built it. All they know is that the tunnel meanders forward as if created by someone dragging something colossal down. I don't know how you're able to tell that just from looking at the place, but okay. The sheer view of it is most inspiring, apparently. Some say the place might have perhaps been an ancient battlefield. But who fought there? We may never know. So I thought that Rex Lapis and Astaha could have fought there. Actually, it's a pretty interesting theory. Actually, I've been working on this new story lately. It'd be nice if I could put this plot into it, so I thought. So I invited Zhongli over to ask for his ideas, and to my surprise, he's in possession of an archaic stone. He said he bought it from a merchant at the market. He's got good taste, and he wouldn't miss a true treasure. I was thinking that the stone could make an ideal testament to my story, so if Zhongli doesn't mind, I would like to purchase the stone as a memento. Zhongli, I really could sell the stone. Yes. Tian is an ingenuous storyteller, so I enjoy his stories very much. It's my pleasure to be able to contribute to his creation. That said, if I sold him the stone, it would undermine the credibility of his story. As we have discussed before, Rex Lapis sealed Astaha underground. According to experts, there are many caves and mining tunnels in the chasm. It would be a constant disturbance to people there if Astaha really was sealed there. Would Rex Lapis not have considered that? Good point. That does make sense. Oh, right. Rex Lapis wouldn't have done something so careless. That's a good point, Mr. Tian. Sorry. To be honest, I'd wanted to exchange my favorite folding fan for Zhongli's Arakic stone. There's an illustration on it. I love to have this fan in hand while telling Druid the eyes of the dragon. Upon it is drawn a dragon soaring through the skies, his body free to roam the world and his spirit unbound to aim high. It's an inspiring views. Oh, this fan's really weird, you know? Yeah, Paimon wants to know. Right, don't we have an archaic stone too? Yeah, we should. Really, would you mind giving it to me then? You can have my folding fan. May I have a word? Your archaic stone is precious indeed, and your folding fan is also a work of art. I would advise against exchanging them as you would ordinary goods. Well, if you say so. Actually, you know, I have more than one such fans. I drew the illustrations on them, and that already makes them special. Anyone who enjoys your storytelling will rejoice if they were given such a generous gift. Really. You're right, I truly am fortunate to have devoted listeners to really understand my stories. And I couldn't ask for more than that, could I? To be honest, I made these fans so that I could one day gift them to like-minded audiences. And you surely are such audiences, so they were always meant to be yours. Please wait here while I fetch them. And then we cut to a black screen with white text. Alright, so can I really keep this? Of course, well, my audience, that makes you a worthy recipient. Besides, I've made several such fans, so don't worry, just take it. And Zhongli, there's no need to be formal with me either. It's just a handmade fan. I hope it's not too meager a gift for you. You okay, Zhongli? I'll gladly take it, thank you. An exquisite work of art indeed. It's truly something worth treasuring. Ah, right. I came to ask Zhongli about something. Can we talk to him for a moment? I haven't taken too much of your time. Oh dear. Well then, please go ahead. There's no need to apologize. You have my gratitude. Zhongli, were you at the chasm? And you saved us too, didn't you? Yeah, thank you for that. And also for saving Zhao, Mr. Zhongli. Zhao also says that he wouldn't have been able to escape without your help. Oh, did you say so? Interesting. How time flies. Even he has learned to open up to others. So what were you doing at the chasm? Was I at the chasm? I must admit, this is the first time I'm hearing of such a thing. Really, dude. Really. Stop playing dumb. I'm with Paimon here. Tell us the truth, Zhongli. Why would I play dumb? This fan is of a high quality indeed, by the way. Let's focus on this fan instead. Zhongli! Now that I'm on vacation, I just take my time and walk around. I say that anything I run into is a happenstance of fate, for which I shall take no credit. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that, Mr. Zhongli, sure. Come to think of it, it's nice to travel to different places and witness many things in the vast world. They always bring old memories back. Don't you think? He missed. Well, not the. I need to speak in Aether's voice. Damn it. He missed the past strongly. Not at all. I'm immortal now, and being mortal means living in the present. A dragon soaring through the skies, his body free to roam the world, and his spirit unbound to aim. Most inspiring indeed. With much to be perceived in the four corners of the world, and much to marvel at amongst mountains and walls, I believe I must travel still more in the future. Oh, hold on. I think Shiguma99 in chat. Lurkama and Dino stream. Oh, hello there. Shiguma. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you're doing well. It's good to see you here, and thank you for the lurk. I appreciate the support, but also you can do the actual /lurk command now. I finally managed to get that working in Stream Elements. So well, I can't work, but if you do wish to do that, to go for it. Just letting you know that the command's there.
Yep.
But regardless, thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you here. If you are watching the stream while you're lurking, I hope that you enjoyed the stream, and it's good to see you here. Oh, there we go. So it is working after all. Shiguma is returning to their den to rest. Thank you for stopping by, Dino. Yes. I wish I really need to get more of these stream commands. I think those will be fun to play with.
No time to lose.
I feel like my whole streaming setup in general can definitely be upgraded a bit. Like, I do love doing my adventures and everything, but I feel like my streaming content also needs a bit of love soon. Especially in terms of video editing, because I did say in the past that at least during the summer at some point, which is right now, I want to try and make clips and maybe some video edits from my streams, or maybe like skits.
Yep.
Maybe make some videos for my Dino Facts, stuff like that. Stuff like that. And also maybe post some of them on YouTube as well, because
no time to lose.
That's definitely the most, I guess, not undermined, but like, I guess,
no time to lose.
Was underutilized of
no
all my
time to
social
lose.
medias. Like I definitely use Twitter the most. Twitch is pretty good too, but YouTube, I really only use it for storing up VODs, so I might want to do more than just that. I don't know if I would make my own, like I don't know if I want to make a second channel, for clips and such, or if I would, just use my normal, channel for both VODs and clips. I have to think about that. But enough about that. We have things to do. Oh, hold on, I see messages in chat. Let's see. You take and make slide shorts of the Twitter comments you get for your adventures and voice them over, or have other people voice them over? So basically make video edits for my adventures alongside my image edits. That could be interesting. And I would love to have other people voice them over too, but it's difficult, but I would love to try it. And I would also like to have just maybe standalone clips with, or at least like skits with Chippy Ty just doing random stuff. Now, I think that would be fun. And I see Shiguma says in chat, yes, do clips on YouTube and maybe TikTok to promote your streams. I mean, I know TikTok isn't all that bad, but I don't know, the general reputation it's garnered, at least from what I've heard, I'm not sure if it's entirely something I want to go into, but then again, some people say the same thing about Twitter, and it's one of the places I've had the most fun in all my... I should be honest, in all my life, it's probably been one of the most fun places I've been to on the internet because of all the friends I've made. So maybe I'll give TikTok a try in the future. So make things like the original picture, or you get the people in the adventures to voice their Twitter responses. That could work.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I see Arc Slayer VT is also in chat. Hello there, Arc Slayer. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for stopping by, and it's good to see you. I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, darn. I almost got him. Right now we're playing Genshin Impact, and we are going to go through, Yelan and Kukui Shinobu's story events, like I said earlier, but I'm also... my throat. I'm also chatting with everyone a bit on some more video content I can be creating.
Yep.
So, if you're lazy, do it like some of those Reddit, YouTube videos, and just use some that driving one was on TikTok and voiced by you both. I would have.
No time to lose.
That one adventure where I was trying to learn how to drive as Chibi type. That would be pretty fun to make a video of for some of the adventures I did for that one. I'll have to consider it at some point. But for right now, alright, we gotta focus on the mission I had here. Alright, so 7-star selection. Walk around in Liyue Haba, and let's begin. Yep, walk around in Liyue Haba. Let's see, I can't remember which one it was, but you two blew up the... Oh.
Traveler, Paimon.
That's happened quite a bit, honestly.
It's been a long time.
Oh, hello there,
yeah. Hey, Hoishin! Long time no see!
And it's the return of voice acting again, so we can listen to the professional voice actors instead of me.
Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time.
Alright, so I had to drink a bit to help my throat.
But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated.
Has something happened? I can see what you were trying to do for a voice now. Yeah.
It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days.
Really?
He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional watching it happen to him.
I can get that.
Anyway, my father's currently on the 2nd floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me?
I'm sure. Yeah, you can see what I was doing for her voice now. Yeah, basically. Not Paimon's voice, please. Her VA is amazing, that is true. But the voice they made her do isn't good. Yeah. I mean, I've kind of gotten used to it, but also it's, not the best sometimes. I don't remember exactly, but I heard a friend of mine said that I think in the Japanese dub, she's either better or even worse. I'm not sure. It's one of the two.
He seems very fond of you, too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Calculated gambits. Interesting, interesting. So go to the second floor of Yangshan Tea.
No time to lose.
So this place. I thought the people here were rude last time, but alright. This is the Yangshan Tea House. The new owner says that all who approach are guests, so you might as well head up for some tea. Really? So you're under new ownership. The previous owner sold this property due to debt problems. The owner made some adjustments as to how we operate after taking over. Interesting. Interesting. Oi! Oh. Did you say something to Mr. Fatui Harbinger over here, ma'am? What? Oi! Got a problem with me, Mr. Halberg? Mr. Halberd, sorry about that. I messed up your name. Something wrong? Yeah, that's what I thought, sir. Alright, anyways. There's Uncle Tian.
Uncle Tian, we're here to chat with you.
Hello. Your staff are rude, by the way.
What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishin, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea?
So, what's going on here?
That you've been traveling all over the place recently.
Yes,
I
we
would
have.
very much like to hear your adventure stories.
So, is everything okay, Uncle Tian?
Hoishin told you, didn't she?
Yes.
Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me. As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
I guess that's understandable, but still, I don't know how to feel about where this story is going so far. It's kind of sad.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing.
Alright.
Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice.
I see.
So a public selection process would not be suitable. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment.
Well, now that I think about it, this is Yelan's story event, so maybe she's gonna be the next Tianshu? Possibly.
For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
I
So
see.
in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct.
Alright.
Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself.
We can help with that.
Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
Oh, okay, so she's not gonna become the actual Tianshu, but she's helping us assess people.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Hey, Yelan.
It's Yelan!
Yep.
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
Alright, sounds good.
What do you think?
I also gotta say, I am really glad that they decided that they have that there's at least voice acting in these stories. 'Cause it's all really good here. Especially the
I
moms.
think so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Ooh, good point.
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next Tianshu?
I was guessing that might happen, so...
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together.
I mean, technically you wouldn't be letting her go. You'd probably be working closer. Maybe. I don't know, actually.
So,
depends on how the job
how
works.
about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
I guess she's going to be the one in charge by the end of this.
Deal.
Possibly.
Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead.
Alright.
Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Oh, so Yelan's in charge of here. I did not notice that.
You're all set?
Yep, we're all set and we're ready to go. So where to first, Yelan?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
But also, on the plus side, I see Meki's in chat. What's up, Terminal? I'm not much, just playing Genshin. Specifically the story event for Yelan over here. But yeah, I hope that you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. It is good to see you here as always, and I hope that you're doing well, friend.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tian is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingbo, and Zhi. Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel.
Alright.
Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Alright, let's see.
Qinwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion.
Fine,
all right.
fine.
Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
Alright, got it. Alright, so we gotta go to UA Pavilion to perform our inspection. So let's head there. What I'd like to do is just teleport over here and glide on down. Alright, so it's that spot right over there. I thought it was in that area, but apparently this is the place right next to it. Alright, so go over here. And I wanted to
My legs are getting sore.
I hope Charles.
What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
Okay, sir. You don't need to be rude.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
Exactly. Be patient like this guy here.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
I mean, you can try to change things while you're happy with the way things are. Like, make small changes, and then work your way up to a big one.
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just... being unreasonable.
He is being unreasonable, but I guess I will say... This guy... He needs to work on his confidence, but after that, I feel like he would make for a good Tian show. This guy started eating unhappy meals at the age of 13.
All right, you two. let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
Okay, yeah, I think this guy, at least just from the one line of text we hear from him, he sounds the most reasonable of the bunch.
Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for.
Yes,
and Mingbo,
good.
cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable.
Okay, so this guy is my candidate so far.
Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
I guess we can do that, but... Well, they can do that, but you guys need to ask first.
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
Alright, so we entered the assessment venue with
It
Yelan.
looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
Oh, so it's those 3.
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process.
Alright.
I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview.
Alrighty.
In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person.
Okay, sounds interesting enough.
Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
So we have to read all of that? Like, all of that?
One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto.
I see.
Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues.
Ooh, I see.
There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing.
Alright then.
I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Alright. I guess I should take this seriously and then read everything carefully, if I must. So, Ziyu's manifesto covers domestic affairs, foreign affairs, and checks and balances, all in great detail. The focus seems to be problem solving. It provides concise and clear solutions to various problems. It sounds like that you only have time to skim through it roughly. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but okay. Sounds good. What about Quamway's? Quamway's manifesto addresses many commercial issues and provides some very penetrating analysis. His view seems to be that of regulations and incentives are both indispensable. Okay. Could be worse, could be better though. How about you? Mingbo's manifesto. It covers domestic affairs quite comprehensively, focusing on people's livelihoods. The core principle seems to be the greater good means a world that works for everyone. Mingbo sounds really good as well. Alright, so check on the 3 people Yelan.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward.
Well, one of them doesn't seem to be, at least not in personality-wise.
And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
That's true. So what did you think, Yelan?
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
I feel like that was the guy who made the not the best thing. That might have been rude earlier.
So you 2 are the assessment officers, are you?
Yep, that's him. Alright. So we're definitely saying no to this guy. Just saying.
I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing 2 entirely unfamiliar faces.
You know, that's just how it is, sir. You can't be picky here.
I trust you've read through my manifesto?
Yes.
I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Okay, whatever, sir.
Mind your tone, mister.
Exactly, Paimon.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular.
Really?
I was simply stating a fact.
Man, your communication skills.
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about.
Is there only one blonde guy in the entire world here? Because otherwise, how are you supposed to exactly tell who one particular traveler is, like, amongst everyone else? Unless they specifically mention how he's able to command elements without a vision and stuff like that.
With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward. Although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Okay, whatever. Mister? That's a kind of waste.
Oh,
yeah.
Is it my turn?
Hello, Mingbo.
Yes. Please, introduce yourself.
Apparently, one of the nicer guys.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Mm-hmm.
I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled, 2,347 cases.
I see. It's the same issue we saw earlier. He just needs more confidence. Like, talk more clearly. I can also relate to this guy a bit.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in, 16 days?
You built different, I guess. I guess so. I don't think there's anyone who's particularly similar to Aether in, like, character model.
My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public speaking?
I can relate to him, honestly.
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's alright, buddy. I know what that's like. Alright, now there's the more professional seeming guy.
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
It's alright.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
There we go.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
That's blunt, but it's a good question. Like, how does he plan to get... Like, he is expected to put his plan into order, so how does he plan on doing that exactly?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts.
Alright, sounds good.
Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
Okay. I like what you're saying.
Nice answer. All right, next question.
Like, we're Yelan, so let's keep going.
He seems like a great guy. Everything he said was thoughtful and logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Nah, I mean, one, I just want to go for the less predictable one this time around. Plus, I mean, he made good points, but at the same time, this kind of stuff in general is not something I really like listening to.
Here's my take on what we just learned.
Yes.
As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn.
Yes.
He doesn't care much about other people's feelings.
He has a massive ego.
Ningguo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented.
But he has low confidence.
But he and Shenwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
I can relate to him with that.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
And what about the third guy?
Last but not least, Jur-E. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, now that I'm starting to think about it, is he is he too good to be true? Like, is he hiding something? Is there some flaw we haven't noticed yet?
But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Jur-E take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at rest.
Alright, sounds good so far. But I wonder if there's... Now that I think about it, things are going too smoothly, as there may be something that's like some big plot twist or something in the future.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tien.
Or at the very least, something might happen to Jingyu. Like one of the other guys gets jealous and wants to do something. I don't know.
No time to lose.
I just feel like this is going a little... I already said that, but it feels like things are going, like, too smoothly for my likings. Genshin stories aren't usually this simple. Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw Ningguang.
I could get used to this.
Alright, so let's go down and see Mr. Uncle Tien. We have talked to everyone. They seem like pretty much good people.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right. Then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates.
Yes.
For fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now.
Okay, so what is it? What is it?
Those three candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me.
So they're students of his, in a sense.
But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Jur-E was with me for the longest duration.
I see, so that's why he has the most similar views to him.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tien?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend.
I see.
Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Jur-E, that was pure happenstance.
Wanna dive further into that?
We first met while fishing.
Really?
Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics.
I see.
Jur-E came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner.
Ah, so he's got a superhero origin, basically?
He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on.
So he's like family to you?
Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see. But it also gets one thinking.
Really?
The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies.
Yeah.
No one can escape the cycle of life.
I don't know, Uncle Tien. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
He might, but he might be pushing himself now.
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire and spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tien.
It does sound like that.
Ooh, there's
Like an immense
nothing
love for
quite
fishing.
like fishing to pass the time. Ooh, and freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Kind of, but I also imagine having like some soy sauce with it too. Like having fish with nothing else. I don't know how that would taste.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jerry purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman.
Really?
When we've been fishing recently, Jerry always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance. The addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful.
Interesting.
That flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances I have left to taste it again.
Very many chances, I'm sure.
Oh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
Me too, honestly.
Let's get back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tien, we've reported back. Do you have a verdict?
Oh yeah, that's right. Who's gonna be the next Tenshu?
I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your judgment.
Really?
Had you not asked me why Juri's ideas were so similar to mine, I was not going to mention my history with any of them.
Really?
This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities.
Well, from what I'm seeing, it's the
Remember,
Shiwi guys.
You must be thorough.
Understood.
Alright.
Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tien. Look after yourself.
Exactly. See you, Mr. Tian. Take good care of yourself.
So, it's gonna be Jerry, right?
It's gotta be, right? Unless it's a plot twist.
His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Yeah, I feel like something's gonna be up.
Huh? So, are you gonna give them more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear.
This is interesting. So I'm guessing Jiwei may not be as good as
The
he
biggest
sounds
no-no in
before.
intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels.
So I was right earlier, there's gonna be a plot twist of some kind
For
around
example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
here. Wait, what?
Yes?
I? Or those two?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me.
And they also have the nice kind of like fur coat things around their necks. Are they supposed to be like the ninjas that Ayato has around him usually?
As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required. Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upei, who's not here right now.
I see.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Why did you send him out on that, like, sea surveillance then?
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Alright, so we're gonna be the ones investigating
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Jerry?
of Zhiyi. Sorry, I kept mispronouncing it. So, Jiri. We're going to focus on Jiri.
Jiri. Well, obviously, as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves.
Alright.
Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
If we're looking for information, why don't we try talking to Bulai, the owner of Wanyu Boutique? He does business at the North Wharf. Maybe he has some news for us.
Maybe. Let's see.
That's actually not a bad idea. Let's go and ask him.
Congratulations, Paimon, on your first good idea. Alright, so we're good there. So let's go meet him. Go to the North Wharf to look for Bulai. And I shall take, the less orthodox route, because that's just how I roll.
Huh?
Oh.
What's Bulai doing here today?
Oh, is that one of the ninja guys? Someone else,
Look,
I think.
your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsetias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
I don't know if that's a good selling point. Like, how about how you dropped one of them into a well?
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet.
Ooh. I remember those two are supposed to be rivals.
If you won't take them, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Alright. And he's going to sell one to Second Life.
What are you doing here?
Hello.
And to be clear, these Sunsetias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
I got more than enough in my bag. Just saying,
Actually,
dude.
we want to ask you about a guy called Jiri. Have you heard of him before?
Jiri? Yes, he's quite well known.
Alright, go on.
I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community.
Ooh, that's a new one. That seems interesting.
One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Jiri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family.
Really? Okay. Seems interesting.
He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyu Boutique.
We're too late for that, sir. We're talking about
Sounds
getting
like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
We need more perspectives, I'm guessing.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you?
No, we're looking for something a little more than that.
Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... That's Jiri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
Oh, okay.
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow them and listen in.
All right.
Try not to let him see you.
Oh,
We
no.
want this information to be as truthful as possible.
Okay, it's gonna be one of those quests. Alright then.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
Alright, excuse me. Just need to drink a bit. Oh, just clear my throat. Alright, that's better.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
Oh. I don't mind me.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then.
Yes?
He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you.
High-quality fakes?
Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
So he's bringing his friend fakes? Pardon?
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me.
Alright. Okay, we're good. So just, all I had to do was be super slow.
He seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
I guess she wants us to dig a little deeper.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
We need to be thorough, Paimon.
You're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianshu yourself, are you?
Ooh.
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys.
Interesting.
You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
I like the offer, but we need to be fair about this.
Off to the South Wharf we go!
And of course, Paimon is down for that completely. Alright, so go check out the second wharf. Well, with how the story is playing out so far, I feel like it's safe to say...
No time to lose.
We're bound to get information about GA probably being bad in some way at some point in the future.
Yep.
I'm hoping at least... Based on how it's sounding so far, I feel like it's foreshadowing that Yelan is going to be the next Tianshu after all, and everyone else,
the wharf
is
as busy as ever.
All of them in some way. At least, like, Yelan's secretaries will find dirt on the other two, and we're gonna find a bunch of dirt on GA.
I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Alright. Let's go see Uncle Soon. I don't know who that is, but let's go find him. Here there, Mr. Uncle Soon.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
We're here to ask you about somebody.
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone.
Really?
We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid.
Well, I mean, I noticed that she had to hesitate a bit.
Ah, yes, Juri. He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him.
Really? Interesting.
Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
Alright, so third time's the charm, but I'm guessing we gotta dig in a little further.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh, interesting.
Why is that?
What's going on?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion.
He's not a good fisher. Interesting.
His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
Interesting. So he's not as good of a fisher as I think Uncle Tien and some of the others said he was.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
Alright, I'm kind of interested about where this is going. Can you look for clues around the wharfs?
Find the right girl.
Has he been... Maybe he's buying some fish from other places and he's just presenting them to Tien and acting like he caught them himself. It's not particularly villainous, though. Are you one of the clues that we need to find? Okay. I don't know what's going on there, but I feel like you need to call the Millilith about this. Anyways. Oh, hold on.
Here to buy some fish? It's 300 for 1 or 3 for 1,000.
Hello there, Mr. Gao.
You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey.
Exactly. That is definitely what we're here for. Nothing else.
We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know.
Yes?
I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Really?
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him.
Ooh, I see. So that explains why people said that he wasn't treated well by the community earlier.
He was still a kid when he first came to the wharf. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head.
Okay.
And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name.
Interesting, interesting.
I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish.
So he's still struggling a bit. But even so, he doesn't seem like a bad guy, particularly. Just a guy who's down on his luck, but hasn't done anything necessarily bad yet. At least as far as we know.
It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
Alright, I won't.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him.
Ooh, that might be something. So maybe his public image is just a facade.
I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him, that's all.
Interesting.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
When you think about it, he does have rather nice looking clothes. He did have rather nice looking clothes from when we first saw him. Is he getting the money for that from somewhere else, perhaps? Oh, hello.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you.
Honored to meet you too, kid.
What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory.
Really?
We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course. We also heard that Master Dooku is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
I kind of feel bad for tricking this kid, though. Like, she at least be honest with her identity to him, I feel.
Now she's lying to a kid.
But it just seems to have made us stay. I guess that's fair. I guess it's a white lie.
So, Master Dooku, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days?
Yeah.
I've heard many tales of Jur-E. For example...
Yeah, what you got, kid?
I can't remember.
Oh. It's okay. I have bad memory too, buddy.
Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Understandable. That's a bit more cool than Jiyu, I'd say.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago.
Really?
Before that, people always used to talk about Jur-E in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him.
Interesting. So something around that time, something changed.
Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
That's nice. Unless that's just part of his facade.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dooku is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
Yeah,
I'm not that great.
There you go.
Oh yeah, one other thing.
Yes?
These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Jur-E stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great. So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And
good.
I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshang Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dooku.
Until we meet again.
At least she's a nice negotiator for the most part.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Yes, I heard it.
Strange?
Kind
What
of.
was strange
I'm pretending
about
I
it?
heard it.
Jur-E seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gas spoke highly of him, and Dooku Shuo seems to like him too.
Yeah, but some of the details aren't adding up. Like, he's not that... Even though Uncle Tian always meets him at a fishing place, he himself is not actually that good at fishing as people think he is. And also, apparently he's very low on cash, even though he has a rather nice looking outfit, from what I remember of seeing him. And his reputation suddenly changed a few months ago, when everyone used to hate him.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Sudden? Too good to be true? What do you mean?
So he returns cruelty with kindness and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dooku Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person.
Good point.
Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Yes, we need to get to the bottom of
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Maybe someone's working with him.
Right. And that changes everything. It could mean a powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the Liu at Xixing.
Ooh, really?
That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Jiri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
That's true.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan.
All right.
Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues.
All right.
Whoever is secretly helping Jir-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment.
I see.
So, we should be able to find some hints in Jir-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshang Tea House.
Okay. That's an interesting idea, but I'm kind of wondering who would be helping. I mean, for what I'm hearing about, like a powerful faction that wants to benefit and get control, and at least some kind of influence in Liyue through this, that would sound like the Fatui, but I'm wondering if it's someone else, maybe. They're our best guess, though. Because they're like the main villains of this game.
Jir-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together.
Alright.
Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
I thought you said there was no time limit for this.
We'd better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jir-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Alright. So check the manifesto carefully.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well,
yeah, I can see.
We gotta start somewhere.
Alright, so read chapter C. Due to a variety of factors, sea storms have become stronger in recent years. I suggest we set up a special patrol to deal with sea monsters. The fleet, well, that's understandable because of, like, both Osayo and his wife earlier. We do need something to deal with sea monsters. So the fleet should consist of the following. Covers various issues related to coastal defense. Okay, chapter Rock. Much of Liyue's folklore suggests that Rex Lapis left a great deal of wealth in the mountains of Liyue. However, due to obstacles hindering the excavation operation in the chasm, many projects have been called off. The workers of the Black Cliff Forge have been idle near the Golden House for a long time now. They should be given first refusal if any suitable projects arise. Okay. Then roads. The treacherous terrain around Huiguang Stone Forest and Qingyun Peak means the area has weak transport links. Shimround peaks are connected only by rope bridges. They're dangerous to walk on and wholly unsuited for the transportation of goods. These areas are rich in medicinal herbs and ore deposits. Building a road network around the mountains would be beneficial for everyone. Okay. Stop reading.
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon a headache.
I can't find anything interesting from those ideas, though. Well, actually, now that I think about it, the first one, maybe, if they're dividing a portion of the Millilith to just go out to sea in search of sea monsters, that could leave Liyue's defenses slightly weaker than they would be normally. That's something I can think of. But the other two, I don't know.
Let's take a break.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Hello, Shuanghua.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Shuanghua!
Hello. What you up to, sir? What do you have to report? Also, I'm pretty sure Yelan's, like, walking animation over here was a bit odd.
If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
Yes.
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Really?
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Alright, what do you got?
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him.
Alright.
The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works.
I still hope he doesn't become the Tianhan, though.
Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public.
Really?
Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all.
Really?
Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
to validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
Okay, I still don't want him to be, like, in charge of the Tianshu, but... does seem he's more than I gave him credit for.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
Whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you.
Interesting. What did you have to take care of?
Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Minghua.
Well, we're all ears.
Yes.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Minghua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers.
Yes.
But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
Alright, so he does have a bit more confidence just with people he knows. I can relate to that. Oh, also, I see, Reed is Cringe is in chat. Hello there. Hello, fellas. Hello there, Reed, and welcome to the stream. Hope that you're having a good day today. Thank you for stopping by. It is good to see you here, and I hope that you are doing well.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs appraisal of Minghua at all exaggerated?
Also, before I forget, just to catch everyone up, just in case anyone came by like in the middle of stream. Right now we're going through the Yelan story event for Genshin Impact's 2.7 update. And it's been quite interesting so far.
I don't believe so. Minghua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today.
Alright.
According to Miss Yu, the ministry often gets Minghua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval.
Alright, so I definitely want Mingbo to become
and
the
also,
Tianshu.
there was once someone in the ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Minghua gave them the scolding of a lifetime.
Interesting.
Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
I mean, it's usually the people who are most quiet that are the most terrifying when they're angry.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
I can definitely see your words are
That's what
correct
you meant
there.
by that. I'm starting to get it now.
But now I'm just wondering, just how bad is Jiwei's is he gonna be? Because we got a bit of dirt on him, but we still haven't got anything like serious yet.
Thank you both. You're free to go now.
Alright.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
Part of it.
We still have a bit left.
Alright, so you finished reading the manifesto with Yelan. Also, gotta say, not to be rude, but...
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries.
So what, I don't really like it when sometimes games cut to just black screens with white text. Just like how it is sometimes, I think, with Pokemon and Sword and Shield, for what I've seen of gameplay. It just seems lazy when that happens.
The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Chengshu Pool redevelopment plan.
Ooh, what's that?
Chengshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep underground.
Really?
At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Chengshu Pool.
Ooh.
A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
I remember some people tried to go mining there, and things ended very badly for them.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive. The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend.
But whoever he's working with might think it's real and are trying to go for it regardless.
Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans. Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions.
I see.
Did you find anything?
Not yet.
Excavation? Project? Treasure? Did we read anything similar in our half of the manifesto?
The rock chapter, I think.
Oh, yeah! Jur-E said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes everything much clearer. So Jur-E wants the Blackcliff Forge to excavate the treasure of Chengshu Pool.
Perhaps so. Oh, and I see, Max on Twitch is in chat. Yo, hello there, Max. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you're having a good day today. Thank you for stopping by. It's good to see you here, and I hope that you are doing well. Thank you for stopping by. I already said that already, but, yeah, it's good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope that you enjoyed the stream today.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Jur-E's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present.
Alright.
They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this.
Oh, and I see, Florg and BT, why is the emergency food talking? It's still livestock right now, but it shall become emergency food in the future. We'll see. But yeah, it's good to see you here, Flog. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you are doing well, and it is good to see you here, my friend. And I hope that you're having a lovely day today.
Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
Alright. So right now, we're going through Yelan's story events here in Genshin Impact 2.7.
What about Jur-E? Is there another side to him too?
Alright, so we need to teleport over here, probably to the Jade Chamber, and then glide on down. Boom. There we go. I fly down here. Careful. And...
This is the Blackcliff Forge.
There we go.
Let's look around for clues.
Here we go. Worksite records. Nothing to note today. Nothing to note to happen today. Payday. 3 new recruits. Recruits can't believe people are willing to join at a time like this. One of the newcomers is very skilled. He got made the team leader. Nothing of note happened today.
What's this? A diary?
And bonk.
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
Let's ask about the newcomers.
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground.
Interesting.
Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh background check on the place. No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities.
I see. She's so suspicious. Well, you wanted to talk about Among Us and Genshin Impact together. You should have been here during this one
That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
She'd been here during this one event a few months ago where Albedo had someone impersonating him. 2 people actually impersonating him throughout the whole thing. In the middle of Dragonspine, I think. That one, everyone was making Among Us references to.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure. So, who's really behind all this?
That's a question for the newcomers. But let's start with that worker over there for now.
Over where? Oh, that guy? Hello there, sir. And there doesn't seem to be anyone else here. You, sir, talk with me.
Excuse us. We want to ask you about the newcomers.
Hello, yes.
You want them to teach you or something?
No?
I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast.
I see.
My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
What else is there to them?
They go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant.
Wanmin Restaurant? So should we... maybe we should ask, Xiangling about that. Also, I see messages in chat. So what is the goal of today's stream? Just get through Yelan's story event, and I think start Kukui's hangout event, but... Or maybe complete it, it depends. Normally I try to stop at around 8 o'clock, but I might go a bit longer.
It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away.
I see.
Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting. Let's go talk somewhere else.
Alright. To me, it's 2 a.m.
Looks like
For
our
me,
hunch
it
was
is
on the
almost
Mora.
7.
These newcomers are very suspicious. Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh? Some cover story. I'll wager they've been going to intelligence updates.
Ooh.
Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
But they're gonna do it anyways. Intriguing, and also it's 4 p.m. for me. So, from what I'm seeing, me, you Reed, and also Max, we're all in different time zones.
Hurry, we gotta catch up!
Careful, careful. Alright, more footprints here. And there's...
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Are we, though?
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
I see. It's not much of a trek, though, to get to Liyue Harbor, though, from what I'm seeing. Yeah, it's only like... In real life, I feel like it would only be like a 5 minute walk at most.
Yeah.
Alright. Right around here, there's something.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Ooh. So let's see what's going on in there.
No time to lose.
Investigate the abandoned camp. Alright. It's here. There might have been a fight, but it's hard to say for certain. The work of a professional. Something here. Find a fresh fruit pit, and someone was here recently. Can't figure out who. Alright. So how do we get in here?
No time to lose.
Okay, there we go. These stripes in the dirt were likely made by bamboo mats, so someone slept here. Bamboo mats nowhere to be seen. And a burnt out fires. Fire that's burnt out, someone was burned here not long ago.
Looks like we were too late.
See, we did correct in chat, didn't we?
This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever really thought about how everyone lives in different time zones from me until I started VTubing, and then just everyone is in completely different times.
Someone was burning documents not long before we arrived.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire out before everything was finished burning.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Well, on the plus side, that means the person that was here probably can't be too far away.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've got to go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in.
Really?
Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Well, but that's not much proof, though, except for you personally.
Really?
And other people that know that secret.
Paimon can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
I smell a very gentle fragrance.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see.
Snezhnaya?
Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind.
Snezhnaya, aka the Fatuya behind this.
The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with. I can plan our next move.
So
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Oh, hello.
Who are you?
You're that third member of, like, the people that are working for Yelan, right?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague.
Yep.
I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around.
So what happened to him during all of this? Like, why wasn't he with the others earlier?
I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Black Cliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed.
Really?
I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before.
What?
Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out.
So you asked all the fishermen and none of them said they had interactions with Xu.
When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me.
Interesting. Is it possible that the food that he was feeding Uncle Tien might have something to do with why his energy is so low nowadays? It could be it,
No,
maybe.
that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. So maybe maybe he was sabotaging Uncle Tien so he could get the position, but same time, he didn't try to poison him or anything like that. But again, that might have been too obvious if he were to do that.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on some solid evidence. Well, any suggestions?
Send someone to catch them red-handed when they meet.
Not a bad idea. Upe, what do you think?
The other idea, I mean, we could send someone else to do it, but I want to do it personally.
Honestly, I've already tried following Juri, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with anyone suspicious.
Okay, so tailing's out.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some groundwork.
Interesting.
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion.
Ooh.
Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
I see. Alright, then let's try doing that. So wait until 9 or 11 o'clock during the following day. So let's go forward in time. There we go. Alright. So the plan is to get him arrogant. Wait until his guard is low. And then I guess we go talk to him for whatever reason. Alright.
No time to lose.
Mr. GA, it's time for your it's time for your victory ceremony in just a bit. Let's go down here. And okay, never mind.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
Alright.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Yeah, sure, whatever, Mr. Cranway.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people. Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over.
Yeah, but as we discussed in the past, he can talk to people quite well when he wants to. But we can't tell that guy that because this is part of his victory ceremony.
In contrast,
catch him off guard.
Juri is evenly balanced across the board
boost his ego
and enjoys an excellent
really
reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Juri to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
I mean, he's a better choice than you, just saying.
Congratulations.
Mingbo, though, this guy, you sir are definitely the best choice. I would pick you in an instant.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced.
We'll see about that.
In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents.
I'll say he does put on a good show.
Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
Okay, that's a bit suspicious, but okay.
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
That's fair.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
That's good.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Juri will have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tien proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word.
Right.
I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
I would like to join
Count
you.
me
yes.
out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
I would like to join, you know, the infamous traveler. Yes, I would like to.
This would be a good time to follow him.
Yes.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't?
Yeah, at least act nice.
If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Really? Okay.
No, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Yelan, help.
Follow him.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Yeah, you do you, sir.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Feiyun Slope. Let's go,
So
let's go, let's
Jury
go.
really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
I'm of the
Difficult to
same
say,
opinion.
but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Alright, let's go see him. Oh, right. Oh, we don't see his character model around here, but we should see him soon.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him.
Darn it.
He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's subordinates? I guess Jury didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have.
That's fair. Plus, I guess some people just have the instinct, really, to just know when there's just something wrong.
If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
So it probably was him.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Alright. So I guess we need to ask around there, maybe? Alright, hello there. Hello, ma'am. Welcome to Shinue Kiosk. May I have the table number for your reservation? We do not have one. Can I get food to go? Sure, I'll see with these recipes. Thank you very much. And have a good day, ma'am. Alright.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Wait, what?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
So he did change his outfit.
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange? Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
That is fair, I guess, but I guess it was something to at least take note of.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
Really?
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order.
Interesting.
This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
But what's all this food doing here, though? I mean, the camera looked like it's paying attention to it.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Wait, Shigu Antiques. I remember, earlier in this story event, he was talking to someone from there. So what's going on here? You there. I think that was actually you that he was talking to, I believe,
Hey,
right?
Miss Lin Long. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right?
Yeah.
We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item.
Yeah, so it's earlier, it was a fake of a luxury item.
Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Really?
Don't worry. Price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
Really?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
I see.
Okay. Thanks, Lean Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
So he bought 2 wine glasses.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
So he bought one for himself and then someone else.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
Oof.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Okay, there's not the time to fight amongst each other. We got work to do.
Yelan, so has the plan failed?
Doubtful.
Oh, if we can't figure out where Jur-E went, there's not much we can do. But why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
He's bringing you to meet someone, I
If
think.
so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father.
Oh, that's a good point. They didn't mention that. So what's going on with this entire storyline? Well, I'm glad you asked, Reed. I don't know how well I can summarize it, but basically, me and Yelan here, we're helping this old guy named Uncle Tian, because he has this government position called a Tianju, but he's getting old, and from what he said, he was running low on energy, so he's thinking about handing off the position. There's 3 candidates, and this guy here, Jur-E, we're investigating him because he seemed like the nicest, but he's also the most suspicious of the bunch. So we've just kind of constantly been following him around and seeing what kind of dirt we can get on him. Oh, and I see Secret Shinobi is also in chat. Hi, hello there, Secret Shinobi. Welcome to the stream. Hope that you're doing good today. Thank you for stopping by, and it's good to see you here. Hope that you're doing well. So right now, we are playing through Yelan's story events here in Genshin Impact 2.7. I already was going through a summary of what this event is about, so I guess I can say it again. Me and Yelan, we're basically looking for new recruits for a government position because the current person in charge is getting a bit old. But the most promising participant, there's just kind of something off about him, so we've kind of been searching around, looking to see what dirt we might have on him. Okay then, yep. And yes.
If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor.
So he's not going to be the one drinking it. He's meeting up with 2 other people.
Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Okay.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jury may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Alright.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jury bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jury is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too.
Alright.
Anywhere else Jury might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
Got it.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night.
That does
You
sound
should
like
go and get
them.
ready. Then meet me at Yensheng Tea House.
Alrighty. So, foregone conclusion. So go to Yangsheng Tea House to meet with Yelan. Alright. Here we go. And Uncle Tian isn't here this time.
Perfect timing. Wen Yuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jury mentioned in his manifesto.
Nice.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Until today, that is.
No, we gotta go get them.
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
Perhaps so. Also, I saw that these were here, so I want to go collect all those. And also, let's go to Qingyu Pool. And I'm quite interested to see what we have in store for us there. And I also want to know about his motive. Because he already has the respect of a lot of people here.
Full of ruins, crawling with
notably
monsters.
Uncle Tian.
Anyone
so
with
why
any
is he going
sense
through
steers
all
well
of
clear
this?
of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me.
Alright. To the place that Yelan pointed out. So right around here. But first, there seems to be a miniature problem right around here, so I need to take care of that. Hello there, sir. Nope. Nope, you're not getting me with that. Alright, so right around here is where we should be looking. Alright, so right here.
There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground.
Alright, so it's gonna be a domain, I'm guessing.
The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first.
Okay.
We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Fair enough. So we just... I'm guessing, normally in these story events, domains like this usually mean that this is gonna be like the end of the story of the quest. Like one final fight to end everything. So let's be prepared. Nice. Hate the area ahead. And we get to play as Yelan. Hello, folks. Don't mind me.
Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Oi. Hold on, wrong place. Okay, there's the right character. There we go, there we go. And you're not here.
As I expected.
There we go.
But this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Ooh, I'll take this over here. Let's see. Break some of these, why not? See what we can get. Break some of these. And I think we can break this. There's stuff around here I might want to take a look at. Alright, no secrets here. Alright, so let's move on. Just gotta be careful. You never know what might be lurking around here. Oh. Hello there, sir. Who might be?
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door. That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
The music in this place is kind of a bop. It is, actually.
Yep.
Honestly, all the music here in the Genshin Impact games,
Yeah.
all of it is at least somewhat of a banger. I can't say there's any bad music that... Oh no, Oh, hold on. Thankfully there's some stairs over here, but... I just say... I don't know the exact name of the main composer for Genshin, but he does a great job. Anyways. So we need to do something with these here. That's true, yeah. Things in here. Ooh. So there's this. We put this here. What do we do with those things? I'll look into that later, maybe. Right now we have these guys to deal with. Hello, don't mind me. Ow.
Boba, get them!
Okay, they're both gonna jump in right over
You're
here.
Ha! Shouldn't let your guard down.
There we go.
Who's next?
Alright.
No time to lose.
Let's get these as well. Oh, hold on. Wait for them to burn. I don't want to burn myself.
Yeah!
Careful. Alright. So we get this. And then we take this little flame thingy, and then we put it in that other lamp there. Well, it stops the water, but... Okay, so now we can use that puzzle, I think.
The water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Oh. It might be,
Get
but...
used to this.
Is there really no use for this place here, though?
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight.
Okay.
Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
I kind of want to see if we can do something here, though. Alright, never mind that. I guess we'll just follow the route that the story gave us and look around in here. There's this thing. Where does it lead us to? Right over here. So we need to get more of the flames. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. I thought I was stuck in the water for a bit. So I'm guessing it's gonna be in here. Hello, don't mind me, folks. Boom. And there we go. Goodbye, goodbye. Oh, something here. Move. Just make sure there's nothing back here that I'm missing. There we go. Let's see, over here next. There's one flame. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. So, over here, sure. Oh, up. Oh, no. Wait for the stamina to come back. I don't want to drown. Okay. Oh, well, I see Mizuno's in chat. Oh dear. Hold on. I need to get back to land before I get... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, the dino can't swim. The dino can't swim. Oh, no. Whoops. Anyways, well, since I'm here, hello there, I'm Yelan. Welcome. course. Hello there, Missing Now. Welcome to stream. I'm so sorry, I'm messing everything up. Welcome to stream. I hope that you're having a good day today. Thank you for stopping by. Dino is doing alright. I hope that you're doing well, and welcome to stream. Hope that you have a good time here. Right now we're playing through Yelan's story events. It hasn't been going the best, but the story overall is fun. I'm just a bit clumsy here. And let's just heal everyone up a bit. There we go. But yeah.
Race you!
Let's see, I'm having a good time, that's good to hear. And I just finished up a stream of my own, actually, I see. Well, that's good to hear, and I hope that you had a good time at your stream. Okay, so we got to... So we really need to be careful of the water over here, because there is... As far as I know, there's no good way to get back up if you slip up even a bit. All cannot be moved from the side. When I move you... Excuse me.
Race you!
Oh, hello. Don't mind me, folks. Don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me, don't mind me. Just need to take you guys. Okay, so let's see. Missing No said in chat. Let's see, they were playing Momomon Heart Gold Nuzlocke. Basically hard mode Pokemon Heart Gold, but all Pokemon are up to Gen 4 are available. Some evolutions are changed, all gym battles are far harder, and all Pokemon are anime people. And thankfully no one died today. That's good to hear. I said it earlier, but I've really wanted to try playing like a Pokemon Nuzlocke at some point, but I've never gotten the chance.
Oh, I got stomach cramps.
I've done a bit of digging and I found some good emulators, but I don't know how well they're going to run on my computers, because my laptop has run way better than my old one ever did, but I don't know. I need to reword things. My laptop can handle games quite well. Like you can see here, I'm able to play Genshin on fairly high graphics, whereas I couldn't do that at all on my old laptop. But I feel like I've been getting more issues with memory as of late. I'm not sure exactly, but. I might try in the future. It's at least something that will let me play like the official DS games. There might be something where I can play Pokemon Sword and Shield. But I don't know if I want to play that game particularly. Ooh. Ooh. Did we do it?
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Alright, so we need to move them into these glowy places, I'm guessing. Yep. Let's see. Let's push. Oh, no. Come on, let's push you this way. Let's push you over this way. You go over here. Alright, and you can go over here. You go over here. You go over here. You go over here. You go over here. Alright, you go over here, and then finally over here.
The door is open.
There we go.
Let's go.
So I guess that door doesn't work. Alright then. Oh, and I want to get that chest. Don't want to lose that.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Actually, if I wanted to play a Pokemon game, what would you recommend that I play? Oh. Hello there, sir.
My royal, nice and spicy.
Don't mind.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, no. Okay, that,
no time to lose.
Never mind. But doesn't matter because you're going down.
Who's next?
Alright. I do have official... Like, I've officially bought some Pokemon games. On the Nintendo Switch, I have Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and on the DS, I have Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, but I don't have capture cards for either of them. I might want to get some in the future, though. Oh. Did we find them?
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry, that went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
So he's actually willing to drink. Like,
you'll get
comes to hang
there.
out with this guy.
If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
So he was tampering with his teacher's soup, like with Uncle Tien's soup. Like I had a theory about that earlier. That's
Come
been low
on, another
energy
round.
Lately.
Less talking, more drinking.
The reality is not his old age. He's actually perfectly fine. It's just him that's messing it up.
You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work.
Do you, though? Do you, though?
But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people.
It really gotta, like, emphasizing on the fact that he poisoned someone when we're right around here.
I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Or will you, sir?
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle Tien hasn't been feeling well recently. It's all Jurye's doing. What a nasty guy. Seize him!
Alright.
Hold on.
Hey, what?
Did you bring a camera?
Yeah, I
If
did.
not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Alright. Take a picture. Did you hear that?
Excellent liquor.
Apparently they didn't hear that.
We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juri.
Yeah, everything will be taken care of. Just not the way you expect it to be.
I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
That slapstick no-good traitor. Indeed. Like, Uncle Tien took care of him, was super nice to him all his life, and then he poisons him just for power and, I think, profit? I don't know, he said he was still poor.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Okay, yeah, well, this guy is a jerk.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time.
Like, I had at least a little bit of hope that he was coerced into doing it, but right now, he actually agrees that this was the right choice.
Just look at your two competitors.
Yeah.
Qin Wei had wealth. Ming Bo had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody. And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again.
No, because you'll both be in prison soon.
When you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right.
That is true. But he also did agree that some of the things he did were right, so...
He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera?
Yes, plenty.
Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now.
Ooh, alright.
How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on, fill me up. I'm in a good mood today.
All right.
And I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Okay.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh? What the?
Hold on a second. Wait. Hold up. The Fatui official seems to be in pain and slowly drops to the...
Jur-E.
Oh.
You poisoned my wine?
Hold on.
But when?
Is he a good guy this whole time? I don't know. Was the whole thing just a facade just now?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
He's either a good guy or a bad guy that betrayed another bad guy. And I feel like it's going to be the latter of the two.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
That's true.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge.
Wait, what? Oh.
I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives, the ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
Okay, no, he is actually horrible.
What do you hope to?
Yeah, what do you hope to do exactly here? You're still in here, right?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become one as the truth gradually reveals itself.
Okay.
The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew.
Jesus, Okay.
Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Keep going
on then, Mr. None of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Or so you think.
Cherry, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight.
Has he thought of that?
After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
Oh?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today.
Wait, what?
He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him.
Jeez, okay.
He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Cheryi, you...
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture.
Really? We're still here.
Sweet dreams, Mr. Yusupov.
Alright, now's the time for action, right? Yep, there it is. Hello. Oh, and hello to you guys as well. Lilith and Yelan's supporters are here too. Interesting. Alright, so anyways, let's see. Traders everywhere. Indeed, read and let's see. Missing notes back. Hello, I returned. What have I missed? A lot of backstabbing. Backstabbings are no good. Yep. So that guy over there, the guy in the trench coat, he's a member of the Fatui, the main bad guys of this game. The guy over there in the hat and glasses, he backstabbed him. He put poison in his wine. He then put explosives behind that haystack over there and was gonna blow everyone up, including 3 associates that are somewhere around here. And then we came in and these guys are here to arrest him, I think. It's not the best summary, but that's basically what happened.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
I even used my camera to take those photos, sir.
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
Oh, hold on. I heard Missing No. Yep, we have Missing No in chat. And we also have Qantas Moon in chat as well. So hello, welcome to the stream. Good to see you here. As per usual, I hope that you're having a good day. And thank you for stopping by. And I hope that you have a good time here. Yes, Qantas is cool.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's.
Yep.
Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful.
Or were you?
You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability.
Yep.
Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
At the same time, though, I don't think any of us want you here as an officer. Well, like, as like a government official.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future.
You mean like how you treated your business partner right over there? I don't think any of us want that.
I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here.
Yeah.
But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
Working hard? That's always one.
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
What will Uncle Tien think? Because he's always trusted you.
Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
And speaking of which, we need to get him, like, medicine or something to take care of that.
That's enough.
Yeah?
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
And then you poisoned him.
That's enough. That's enough.
Is it enough? I don't think you deserve it, though. Qantas told me, Qantas told me he was still alive, and I rated someone and forgot to click, and end stream. I feel like I've done that a few times myself. It's alright. We all do that. And your audio was still broadcasting the whole time. Nah, not at all. We all make that mistake. So sometimes we all are a little bit airheaded, I guess.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be
pre-rendered
rushed.
cutscene.
Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you.
Ooh.
Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Okay.
Huh?
Alright, so Yelan's born to take them away.
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshang Tea House tomorrow morning.
Alright.
I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
Alright. Be careful. And also, I saw a message in chat, and I don't want to miss that. Out of curiosity, timing out from Missing No. Who's your favorite Pokemon? It's hard to really say, because there are a whole bunch of them. Lots of really cool ones at that. I mean, that obviously I gotta say Tyrantrum is one of my favorites. I mean, it's by far the best looking of the fossil Pokemon. And it's also, it's a T-Rex, of course, so I love it. But I also really like Charizard as well. I know it's an obvious choice, but Charizard's just cool to me. Also Greninja. I guess it's also kind of an obvious choice because it was Japan's most popular Pokemon at one point. Garchomp, I don't have the most, surprising of favorite Pokemon. Who else would be my considered favorites? Actually, I remember Weavile used... when I was first getting into Pokemon, Weavile used to be my absolute favorite. Because of this one episode from the Hoenn anime, where there was a whole family of Weaviles and Sneasels living together, and one Weavile was challenging another to be leader of their group. I don't remember all the details, but that episode was really fun to me. And then after Weavile, then my absolute favorite for a while as a kid was Umbreon. Because I love Eevee and all its evolutions, but Umbreon in particular, I thought its design was the coolest looking of the bunch. And then after that, then I never really had a favorite after learning about all the others, like Charizard, of course, and all the pseudo-legendaries, Greninja, Tyrantrum, all the fossil Pokemons. Let's see. Also, I'm missing a bunch of messages again. Let's see. Quantus Moon says, I'm my favorite Pokemon. No, wait. I like Eevee. That is true. Eevee is great. I'm missing now. And Insurgents has a Mega Eevee. Interesting. And Tyrantrum is awesome. Of course he is. And Quantus Moon says that he likes Eevee because Eevee is a fluffy boy. Missing No says that Charizard gets too much hate, honestly. Yeah. It's really cool, not even just for nostalgia purposes. It's a dragon. A dragon with a flame on its tail. There's no reason not to like it. And let's see. I see Quantus Moon's emoticon there. Plus, Reed Cringe says, I haven't known too much of Pokemon, so I can't answer any of that. That's fair. And Missing knows that there's a reason Greninja is popular as it is. And that one reason is called Ash Greninja. But besides Ash Greninja, it also has a cool design. I can't really describe everything, but just in general, it's a cool Pokemon. And I just wish the other two Kalos starters got at least half as much love. That is true. Like Delphox, it's got a decent amount of love, but not nearly as much as Greninja, and barely anyone remembers Chestnut. And yet Weavile is cool. Favorite is Eevee. Favorite evolution is definitely got to be Espeon, personally. That's fair. I see now, at least for evolutions, I prefer... They're all good, but I love them all, but I think I'd say right now, at least in terms of gameplay, I prefer Espeon, Glaceon, or Vaporeon, because I think they're all specialized in special attack, and I personally really like special attackers in Pokemon. Let's see. My buddy Waffle loves fossil Pokemon. Fossil Maniac. I can relate to that guy. Qantas says, I would also say Vaporeon because it's one of the few Pokemon designs for water Pokemon I like. And no other... We don't talk about that copy pasta in this house. Not in here. This is a say-so household. We do not talk about such cursed things. oh god, I'm missing no. Actually, hold on. In terms of water-based Pokemon, Vaporeon is the most cool. Yes. And special attack is OP. Yeah. You don't have to deal with things like static or, I think, Q-Charm. All the things that physical attackers have to deal with, special attackers don't. I mean, they also have to deal with Mirror Coat, but that's way less common than some of the other moves that you have to deal with and abilities that are not good for physical attackers. See, Glaceon is easily my least favorite evolution. Oh. But your buddy Ryan is a die-hard Glaceon fan. I see. I mean, I can kind of see why people don't like Glaceon, but at the same time, I think it's... Well, one, it's a special attacker, so I like it. But two, I like the design, and also... I believe May and Cynthia in the anime both had one, so... Yeah. Actually, I don't know if Cynthia ever had a Umbreon before. Because I remember she has those earrings that kind of look like an Umbreon's ears. But yeah. And she's also my favorite trolling Pokemon Donphan. Really? Well, I think Donphan can learn Rollout. I think that's a popular move when it comes to trolling people, but I don't know much about, like, competitive Pokemon to know for sure. Nah, okay. Also, I feel like I should be focusing on Genshin too.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal.
Alright.
Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
See you. Alright. And let's get this chest here. Also, I wonder what happens if we actually set fire to these haystacks. Does anything actually blow up, or... No. That guy was a gosh darn liar this whole time. He lied to us. There were never explosives hiding in here. Anyways, let's see. Missing No says, you must have few bad for Glaceon because it tries to be a slow, bulky tank that hits really hard, but Ice is a terrible defensive type. Now that's fair. Also, Vaporeon does far better at tanking, has better coverage, and gets Ice moves too, so there's no reason to ever choose Glaceon when you can use Vaporeon. That is fair. And I guess of all the special attackers for evolutions, I say Espeon would probably be the easiest one to get, because all you need to do is be really good friends with it and just evolve it during daytime. Well, like, level it up during daytime. And if Glaceon was instead of Glass Cannon with high speed, maybe it'd be good. I think so. Honestly, like you said before, it's a poor defensive typing, so I think that would be the better way to go. And Donphan can get Endure, and it has Sturdy as an ability. So Shedinja gets Final Gambit, which also does... Shedinja gets Final Gambit, which has damage based on the Pokemon's HP, then faints the Pokemon. Isn't Ninja that one Pokemon that has 1 HP? Why does it have that move?
Up and away.
There are ways around sturdy, but... Yep, it has the 1 HP. What's the point of having that, of giving it that move, though? If that is the only move it has. So Final Gambit would do a total 1 damage, and then they faint. Yeah. It's like a slightly... It's kind of like a basically worse version of Explosion or Self-Destruct, but no one even uses those moves either. Yeah, wait until 8 o'clock of the following day. There we go. On the Pixelmon server, you have a level 1 Dawn fan with 30, and it brought a level 100 to 1 HP. Darn. It's impressive. I doubt I would ever have the skills of Pokemon to do something like that, but even so, that won't stop me from playing Pokemon if I ever do get the chance to do so at some point in the future. There are far more useless things than the Dawn fan example was what I'm getting at. I have known my friend unlock Pokemon get explosions. Wait, hold on. A friend lock is... I think I remember seeing Jaden animations and I forgot his name. Alpharad played once, right? Like where you have Pokemon that are bonded, and if one of your Pokemon die, your buddy's Pokemon also dies. I think. I would really hope that none of them get a Pokemon with the move Explosion. Or at the very least get a TM to like get rid of that move soon. Because I know someone would KO themselves for the lols. Friendlock is a Nuzlocke, but every Pokemon is controlled by a different person. With control of that Pokemon, I spin a wheel and get a random person's name. Ah, I see. So it's not technically the kind of co-op Pokemon game like I was thinking for.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
No, thank you. Thank you, Baiju, for saving him.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
He'll be fine, hopefully, right?
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
Okay, that's not the best news, but I mean, it's better than nothing. And I gotta say, I love Baiju's voice. It's like, I just love the kind of elegance and flair he's got to it. But also, I see more comments in chat. So said person chooses what moves they use in battle if they evolve, what they learn and forget, and my team members are all in call for me. Ah, I see. So the Dawn fan method is basically the fear Rattata, but easier to use. No saying what their friendlock Pokemon do. Focus Dash, Endeavor, Quick Attack, and then Rattata. It was for Dawn fan, Endeavor, not Endeavor.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that point, things would have been much more serious.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Hello, Uncle Tien, Baiju, it is us. Okay, bye Baiju again.
You're here too?
Yep.
Thank you for all you've done to resolve this situation. I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it.
You feeling any better?
Yes. The exhaustion seems to have gone.
That's good.
My mind is steadily getting clear again.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
I suppose so. Because all the participants are gone.
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here.
See, generally speaking, though, running a focus dash to have a level 1 Rattata smash the enemy into paste with one hit isn't really sustainable. I guess that is true, because then the Rattata would level up and would reach a point where it's not going to get one shot after, well, almost one shot except for the focus dash after every hit.
The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tien. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position.
Yeah.
But Chenwei and Mingbo both have potential.
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tien not that surprised?
True.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tien. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi.
Really?
Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tien?
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing friend.
Let's see, is this a disabled leveling? And it's just a trolling clickbait. Oh no, please don't hurt me, I'm just a little goblin. With like 3 HP. And VTuber Missing Note said, when I hear Uncle Tien, I think of Tien from Dragon Ball. Triangle Neo Tri-Beam, I think it's called. Actually, I don't know if there's... I know that we just started calling it that, or if there's a significant difference between Neo Tri-Beam and just regular Tri-Beam. And there's also the Donpa, I think it's called. Like Dodonpa, something like that. I definitely messed up the pronunciation for it. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. I miss TFS, to be honest. Like, I can understand why they stopped doing Dragon Ball Z Abridged, because like they were worried it was going to get stale, and that's why I think that's why they said they didn't do like the BoJack movie. But part of me still wanted to see them keep going and see like how far they could have gotten with it. It is kind of weird how the Tri-Beam makes a square hole. I miss Dragon Ball Z Abridged too. Those were good times though. And at least they're still making some content related to Dragon Ball Z Abridged, like with the shorts. And I think some people have said that they might do the Buu Saga just in that style, like with their own animations, maybe? I don't know if anyone from TFS have officially confirmed that, but I'm hoping for the best. At least the new shorts are comedy of like of everyone in HE double hockey stick. Yeah, that one's too good, and like Double Artemis definitely does a good job at animating those shorts. I hope they do get to do the Buu Saga one day as well. Hopefully they also do get Double Artemis to do that, or maybe also Dai Tomodachi, I think his name is. He's also a good like 3D animator for Dragon Ball projects. I'm pretty sure the two have worked together at some point.
In the end, even he changed. But when did it start?
What if none of this had ever happened, though?
I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people, but I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Juri was his intelligence and resilience.
I see. Let's see, also, missing notes that me and my buddy Waffle ended up binging the whole, Abridged series. Never seen it, so it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I had fun. And yeah, Double Artemis has worked with Team 4-Star before. I wonder if anyone from Team 4-Star have actually, like, voice acted in any of Double Artemis's, like, his own videos. Like, he does animations for them, but has anyone ever done voice acting for him? As far as I know, I think Double Artemis does pretty much all the voices himself. At the very least, let me think. And no, I think I know, like, Shallot, Kermit's, and Cell, those are all done by Devil Artemis himself, but I don't know about the others. But yeah, Devil Artemis does good stuff, and I also like his content as well. And honestly, seeing his old, like, Cell Versus videos from way back when to how he is now, he's only grown better and better as an animator.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious.
If only he wasn't using those skills for evil. It would be a cool guy to have.
The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Jur-E was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
I see.
But that's still really dangerous.
Oh, hold on, I see a message in chat. Let's see. I'll say one more thing. I'm enjoying my time here more than my urge to go be very unsafe so on VR chat. Oh. Well, thank you for that. And also, I get... If you do wish to go over to VR chat and hang out with some people, you're feel free to do that as well. You don't need to stay here the whole time if you don't. In other words, if you have other things to do.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
I see. I'd rather be here. Okay. Just want to know for sure, Qantas.
How is Juri now?
So he still cares about him in the end.
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized.
Oh, hold on. I see messages in chat. I see. Well, I guess you can, I can't work with it. I'll be more than happy to stay on a bit and let you hang out here. See, with my girlfriend at the moment, she said that since I'm playing Genshin Blind, I should probably head out. I wasn't really paying attention to the story, but yeah, I don't want to get spoiled. Ah, that's fine. It's like ultra deep. And I just wanted to stop in and say hi to my to my favorite dino. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Missing No, and I do agree with your girlfriend. The story of this game is really amazing, and it's probably best not to get spoiled. Alright, so gotta head out now. Hope you have a nice day now. You too. Take care, and I'll see you later.
But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tien, Yelan, what are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
I'm guessing it's the Fatui.
Zhi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Zhi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive.
But
also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options.
So this is your real plan?
Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
Darn.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Ooh, a new Harbinger. Interesting. Alright, so... yeah, you can just hang out here, on this.
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
The Harbinger Cheese Grater.
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself?
Ooh,
I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking.
Really?
I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger.
I see.
All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days, and I still have to prepare.
That's fair.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out.
Alright.
But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long.
That's just how I roll, though.
Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tien. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
I'd say so. And is this the end of... I think it is the end of this story event. And it certainly took a lot longer than I expected. Let's talk about Uncle Tien a bit.
What would you like to know?
About Jiri's.
Something I've said to Juri, Qinwei, and Mingguo before is that while cunning and scheming are quite crucial, even more important than this is staying true to yourself. Juri and Ambassador Yusupov each saw each other as a means to an end. They thought that if they could just outsmart their opponent, they would emerge the final victor. And yet, in the eyes of Yelan and Regrator, they are but pawns in a much bigger game.
Yeah, so Yelan and the Cheese Grater
Scheming
man
is
are
an
both
endless endeavor.
They're a lot smarter than we give them credit for. Alright, but, I think, let's see, it's 8:25, so I think I'll end things here so I still have time to catch up on all the replies I still need to get to on Twitter before hopefully getting a new adventure out today, because I've been struggling to get the motivation to do those recently, and I want to try and get that creative spark flowing again. So I'm gonna do that, but first I'm going to find someone on Twitch to raid, and while I'm doing that, I also want to say just thank you to everyone who stopped by during, let's see, the past almost 3.5 hours of venturing across Genshin Impact with the dino. I hope you all had a good time here, and that you have a good time. I hope you have a good time here, and to see you all next time, where we'll be going through Kukui Shinobu's hangout event. I think I'm going to look through the quests and see if we actually have it. Hold on. Okay, apparently it's not here, but maybe I saw it was being advertised on Twitter, so we should be getting it soon. Why don't I tell you a story? But yeah, so hopefully it will come out next week, and then we can play through that hangout quest together. And I hope to see you guys in some of my other streams where we just play games, just draw stuff, chat with each other, hang out, and be buddies. Let's see. I dropped my contact. Oh dear. I hope we were able to get those cleaned up. But yeah, let's see. There's another T-Rex streaming today, K Dig. So let's go raid him. I'll send you guys over from one T-Rex over to another. Oh, you wear glasses. Okay, sorry. So put the message in chat. There we go. And alright. There we go. I put the command in chat now. So I hope you where's I would like to stay doing this a little bit longer, but we don't have much else to do right now. Plus, again, I do need to take some time for the adventures too. So once again, I'm gonna go here to raid K Dig. Hope you all have a good rest of your day again. Take care, and I'll see you all later. And bye-bye for now. And now we just need to wait for stream to catch up with us. There you go.